I think it's the initial point of something big or huge. Where is it going to end? No one knows, right? But I think you have a very good approach to something that has a lot of potential. And I like the example that I don't remember in which conference I saw it, but whenever they compared that to the iPhone, the first iPhone that was launched, where they mentioned that the initial iPhone had like, I don't remember, 7 apps or something, and now there's millions of things. I think maybe it was the CEO. I see it in the same way. So again, things can end up in a totally different part where they start, but I think that there's good stuff there. And just the fact that you're involving AI as an assistant or something that can help directly with all the ERP transactions, I think that's great. And I think that's something that where you are putting AI in the right place. So again, I see a lot of potential. I see that you're doing something that it's a right decision. And yeah, I want to see it, I want to test it, I want to work with it, because we have done a lot of things already internally in the company with AI, internal things, and we know from the management leader team and from the management perspective that that's something that we need to take a close look at. And now, we also have an assistant that we built internally in our company that is also helping people with other things. Now, when I was talking today with the CFO that came with me, he was telling me, okay, now we need to think in these two things together, because what I'm seeing in Ross and what they're building makes a lot of sense and it's very aligned with what we're doing. So for sure it's going to be something that we are going to use actively and that we would like to contribute to. As I mentioned, we had an old version of Ross, so we had to develop a lot of things around it. Now that I see your strategy, where you're thinking of, what you're planning to do beyond the ERP, there are a lot of things there that we already have in our current portfolio, but that we have developed them. So one of the things that I'm planning to do is that I'm going to build like a roadmap of Ross or Aptean, in which I'm going to plan like 2 main things. How to standardize all the things that we currently have around the system, to incorporate them as part of the Aptean suite, like a standard, because that's going to bring us a lot of benefits, because there are going to be things naturally integrated to all the systems and our portfolio. And also I'm planning to take advantage of some other things that you're doing that we don't have, and that I know that is going to give us like competitive advantage from the technology perspective, information perspective, analytics perspective, and all the things. So I think that I was talking today to a CFO, and I was telling him that one of the main drivers for our decisions related to new projects it needs to be like a check mark that we need to have in our process. Does Aptean or Ross has this already? If you have it, let's do it there. If we don't have it, let's just look in another direction. So that's like the strategy, part of the strategy from the IT perspective that we're planning to develop in the next 3 years.